Okay, good morning, everybody. This is Luke Barksdale with Viz3dspace, and I'm gonna come to you today, just talk to you a little bit about what we do. Made a quick video about what we do before, but wasn't able to show you. So this morning, I'm gonna kind of show you like I would show a client on a first meeting, and go from there. So Viz3dspace, what are we? We're a custom home design company. We specialize in fully custom homes. We try to err towards the higher end homes, but we do a plethora of stuff. I've done stuff as small as a deck addition all the way up to, we work with 10, 15,000 square foot homes. We primarily do work in the Gunnersville, Scottsboro, Huntsville, Madison areas, but capable of doing it pretty much anywhere. We've done some in Louisiana, Indiana. I've even done a couple in Haiti and Africa. So anything like that, geographically, it really won't make a difference. We can meet with you online. We can meet in person if you're local, and you can kind of see all the same stuff. So I'll jump into it real quick. Everything we do in 3D. That just has a huge add value for the designer, the homeowner, and the builder. It basically just gets everybody on the same page in one shot rather than, well, I thought it was going to look like this, or I thought that you were talking about it looking like that. This is everybody's able to see it, and we're able to communicate visually. So it's a huge add value. But let's just jump in here real quick. So we use Chief Architect, been using it for, I think, see, my dad, he started the company. He's been using it for over 25 years. I've been using it for closer to 15, 16 years. But everything you see, we can touch and edit about as fast as we're talking, right? So if I'm in here and we're looking at a model and said, hey, I want to change that island color. It's a simple button click. But everything you see, we can grab, we can edit placement, size, and style, materials. And that's anything from cabinetry to the walls, doors, windows. Literally everything's up for grabs in this model. Now the detail we end up providing, we'll go down to walking through a model with you, placing outlets, right? Making sure that the electrical exists where it should. So this is an example of a client's house we just finished up recently. This has not actually been that long ago. And what they do is they just review the model and the 2D, and then once they're happy with it, we cut construction drawings. So this is an example of the model, and there's two primary views we operate in. This one we do screen recordings of and send those to the homeowner to review it. That's something you can view on your phone, tablet, computer. You can show it to family, all the stuff. The other view is this 2D view. This is kind of what you typically see from designers. It's like the standard view. This is what's going to be important to your builder and stuff. And so this 2D view and the 3D view, they're linked, joined at the hip, you might say. So anything I change in this 2D view changes in the 3D and vice versa. So as we're editing the model live with you in 3D, the drawings and everything are being updated to reflect what we've done. So that's just, really streamlining our process. Multiple views that you can check out. Like this one's a cool one we like using. So it helps communication with the team, right? Builder and everybody. So we're gonna tear the roof off of this thing, kind of look down in there and make some wall decisions, talk about what we're doing, what exists and why it exists, right? And go into the different rooms, all that good stuff. You can see the attic access here. That's going to be a storm shelter down the floor, all the things. So just one of the many views we have to be able to talk to the homeowners about their project. Now, the process is 4 to 5 times of going back and forth between these models. So in those 4 to 5 times, you get dozens of iterations of maybe your living room or your kitchen. You get to see them live so fast that what we're actually buttoning up into study plans, as we call them, are pretty well vetted models. So you said, hey, I really want to think about that model. So, okay, button up study plans, and we'll give you a 2D packet that you, the spouse, the family, whoever the decision makers are involved in the project can review. And we'll give you a walkthrough video of the model paired with that. So you can get both, right? Now, once you're happy with this, once you say, hey, this model is good, I'm done, you say, all right, come out here, we reviewed it, we've looked at everything, and we've said, all right, this is the house we want to build. Then we go, okay, great, we got to make construction plans now. And so that's the second half of the process. We'll sit down and we'll make the construction documents. So that includes your foundation, your floor plan, your electrical plan, your roof plan. It includes schedules and details, cabinet layouts, all the things a builder is going to need to get this thing built. And then that's also what you need to take to the bank, right? So, in talking to the builders and the designer and the homeowner, getting everybody on the same page is often a very difficult thing to do. But we'll work with everybody as a team, right? So, ultimately, the homeowner is the client. And then, if we're halfway through the build process, we like to bring the builders in to get their take on the build and go, okay, given given budget targets and the current cost of what the home's looking like it's going to be, is there anything we can do to value engineer and keep the aesthetics that we're looking for? And that is often how you kind of get everybody coming to the same point to be able to make the project work. But that's more or less what Viz does. That's just kind of the quick pitch. We do, again, remodels, additions. They have a little bit different process. I'm gonna be doing some videos on those as well. But as far as the custom home stuff goes, this is uh, pretty much how it flows. It's very simple, very fun. It's like a video game for adults. At the end of it, you end up with a set of construction plans. So if you got any questions, if you have an upcoming project, feel free to reach out to us. You can contact me at Luke Barksdale at Viz3dspace.com. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions you have. Thanks.